Hey everybody, welcome to Games and Grills. Chris here. Thanks for joining me again today. And today we are smoking a pork loin on the Apollo. Gonna have a little bit of it for dinner tonight, but most of it is gonna be used for the kids' lunches for the next week and a bit, hopefully. They love to have pork loin sandwiches. So hey, it's an easy, cheap lunch to get for the kids. Stick around and we'll see how it turns out. Here is our pork loin. It's kind of funny. You got this big gaping hole right here, which actually might help us a little bit because this end is a lot thicker than this end here. So hopefully this will allow the heat to get in and cook a little bit more evenly across the whole thing rather than just, you know, quicker here than here. We'll see. Anyway, our first step is to inject it with some apple juice because pork, especially a tenderloin, can dry out pretty quickly. So we just want to make sure that this stays as juicy and tender as we can make it. So I'm not going to put too much in there because I've done this before, and you put too much apple juice and it just squirts right back out. You can kind of see right there it's squirting out a bit. But apple juice is great inside a pork loin to keep it nice and juicy, and hopefully stay that way once it starts cooking. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to use the same apple juice here to spritz once I get it on the cooker, and just kind of make sure it stays nice and juicy that way. Next step is to get the rub on here. I'm just going to dash it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Although the way it's looking right now, I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about the rub not sticking. And as for rub, I'm going with the leftovers of the rub from my last rib cook, which is a combination of about 6 or 7 different rubs. I'm not going to go too heavy on this though, mainly because I don't have a whole lot of this left. But I just want to keep a nice kind of light rub and just kind of let the smoke do most of the flavoring once we get it on. All right, now I don't know if you can see here, but we've got a bit of a pool of apple juice that is going to end up getting everywhere once we flip this over. And also once we flip it over, you're going to see this absolutely wonderful trim job I've done on this thing. You can see I hacked a bunch off here and here. My trimming skills, and there's a lot here that could actually, yeah, my trimming skills leave a lot to be desired. And if you can hear or notice, it's a little bit windy today, so that's lovely. Alright, flip her over and hit this side again, just because it looks like the apple juice washed off a lot of it. There we go. I gotta say, my mixture of rubs here smells pretty awesome. Will I ever be able to duplicate this again? Not very likely. And let's get a little bit in here too. Make sure we get her as coated as possible. And I'm just going to use the rest of this because it doesn't sound like there's a whole lot left. So you know how I said we're only going to do a little bit of rub on here? Yeah, that ain't happening. And there. All right. Our pork loin is nice and red. We're gonna let it sit for a bit, start the smoker up, and once this gets up to about 225, then we'll throw this on. See you in a bit. All right, we're just about at temp right now, so it's time to get the pork loin on. There we go. The pork loin is on and ready to go. I just got to grab my glove and I'll stick the temperature probe in. There, and that should give us a good idea of when it will be done. Okay, so we're looking for an internal temperature of 145. That's the target for the pork loin. I'll probably pull it around 142 and then let it come up while it rests. I know it was a while ago, but some people may not know yet, but pork loin, or pork, any kind of large pork product is okay to eat at 145. I know 160, 165 used to be the safe target number, but tests were done back in 2011, I believe, that proved that there is no difference between 145 and 160 when it comes to the safety of large pork products, and 145 gives you a much juicier piece of meat. So 145 is the target now for pork. That's what we're going for today. How long is it going to take there? Maybe about 2 hours, I figure, at the tops. We've got it on there now, so hey, we just gotta wait it out and see how long it goes. All right, internal temp is about 110 right now. It's been going for just about an hour. So we'll take the lid off to take a look and see. There we go. That's how it's looking so far. Not too bad, I would say. It's getting a good color on it. And we're just going to spritz it with some apple juice. All right, so that's how she's looking so far. Not too bad. I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but I used apple wood for this cook. So just about 6 small chunks, really small, like half a fist size, down in the bottom there. And I did go with pretty much a full water pan, which you can see down there, and it's boiling. Because, like I said in my rib video, I've lost some gasket on the smoker, and I've got some pretty significant smoke leaks that I just haven't gotten around to plugging back up. So that's why the water pan's in there, to hold the temps down, to keep them from getting away on me, because with the ribs they were getting about 260, 270 pretty easily. But I'm holding right around 220, 225 with this, so that's perfect. All right, should be about another hour. Okay, internal temp is 142. Time to pull this off. There we go. That's how she looks. Not too bad. It smells fantastic. Yeah, can't wait to get this in, cut into it, and see what it looks like. We're gonna let it rest for about 10-15 minutes probably, just to let everything settle, and then we will we'll go. All right, thanks for sticking around. Okay, we pulled the pork off the grill and let it rest for about 15-20 minutes, and my trusty professional cutter taster Tracy will cut into it so we can see what it looks like. Oh, that looks nice. Got a little bit of a smoke ring, not too much. Now that looks nice and juicy. Are you sure? Thumbs up. That tastes pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Excellent. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And thanks, Tracy.